On our way back from this big cross-Canada trip, we drive deeper and deeper into the prairie provinces where winter starts way too early for my liking. It's flat, it's cold, it's miserable. As we arrive here in Regina, Saskatchewan, the weather hits the coldest I've hit so far on this trip. Minus 15, then minus 19, then as the morning comes around, minus 20, minus 21. And my Olympian Wave 3 heater, well, it failed me. That's right, it left me cold in the morning and Cruz in the morning. And if you've been around my channel, you know what happens to heaters when they leave me cold in the morning, like my Mr. Buddy. I took it outside and I drove my foot through it and I smashed it. I didn't smash the Olympian Wave 3 because it's been very good to me in Vancouver where the temperatures aren't this cold. But it didn't like Regina, but that's okay because I didn't like Regina very much either, so I wasn't about to get mad at the heater. But stay tuned because it did leave us cold. Heating the van 3 different ways this morning. My Olympian Wave 3, our butane campfire in the middle of the van, and also the van is running to defrost these front windows. It's cold in here. As soon as the weather hits minus 15 degrees Celsius outside, the Olympian Wave 3 does not keep up. I even tried last night to block a bit of the back door because I do get a breeze in. Didn't make a difference at all, and as you can tell, it's falling down anyway. But if you are gonna van life in a place that's cold, get a bigger heater or buy a super dry heat source like an S-Bar or something like that. Because this little bad boy is cute, it's small, and it works in Vancouver, but it definitely don't work here. Good morning, Cruzy. Hi, buddy. Hi. How are you? Alright guys, I want to show you guys something pretty cool. As you can tell, you can't see out my front window at all. So my little foam dividers on the side window, as soon as you stick them on there, you always get condensation behind them when you're heating the inside, so that's completely frozen. So we're gonna take these, actually I'll leave those ones on there. We're just gonna go outside right now. Don't do this if you guys are sleeping somewhere in a town you're gonna return to, but I'm about to get out of the van here, so hopefully nobody's outside. Oh, we're good. So check out what's on the outside of my van. You guys see that? The black thing on my front window? Yeah, I got this at Costco. It's just a material cover that covers your front window. That way if it snows, all you do is you open the door, you take this cover out. I know it's hard to see. But yeah, and then you just pull this whole thing right off it. See that? See? But it's pretty cool because when you're parked at night, you can't see a damn thing inside. And here I have my dividers on the side windows. So for an average person looking at the van, you're a full-blown blackout, which is pretty cool. Let me show you how this works. Right here, there's a little thing inside the door. So if I were to open this, push this little fabric on the outside of the van, shut the door, open up this door, I'll pull the fabric right out. See? Yeah, see? So yeah, all this is just a piece of material that goes over the window. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. And when it covers the window, this little piece with the little, feels like a piece of wood in here, this goes inside the door on the inside of the van. So if it were to get windy out, it could never pull it off because this is inside the door jamb. Yeah, I primarily got it for, you know, because if I'm out here and it's gonna snow outside, this would keep me from needing to scrape the window all the time. And it just turns out that it's an amazing way to black out your front windows. I picked it up at Costco for like 14 bucks or something like that. And when I put it on my window, it didn't quite fit the window, but it's still like 95% covered it. So I decided to keep it. I'm gonna try to find these on Amazon for you guys and leave the Amazon links down below. That way, if you guys are interested in maybe grabbing something like this for your van, I don't know, it was just a great way to black it out. And I was so stoked when I tried it on there. I'm like, whoo, This makes it way easier to black it out instead of putting those reflectix on the front window, because the reflectix on the window is an instant bing, somebody's got to be in there, because who puts the reflectix on the front window in the wintertime? Usually they put those things on the window in the summer to keep the heat out. People get it. But in the wintertime, is there really a purpose for it? Where this, on the other hand, is a perfect match for winter. So people don't even blink an eye at it. If anything, people may drive by and go, ooh, that's a good idea. So I'm clearly a wuss when it comes to colder weather. And anybody that lives in these climates or areas all year round will always defend it. They'll always be like, Chrome, this is still sweater weather. No, it's not. Here's how you judge if a place is livable or not. If you can throw a beer outside and it is still ice cold in the morning, it's okay to sleep in. If you put a beer can outside and you wake up in the morning and it is frozen solid, if your beer can't live there, then you can't live there. Sorry, that's just my Vancouver opinion. Right now in Vancouver, I think it's like 11 degrees. Come on, and it's minus 21 here. This is the point on the trip where you see the temperature and you start running. And you just go and go and go until you hit warmer weather. And that's what I plan on doing today. So across the street here is where I slept. Apartment buildings are my comfort zone. And as you can tell, I'm doing a voiceover work over this. I decided to start doing more voiceovers on my video because it allows me to give you guys more information than I put in the video itself. Because sometimes when I film things, there's just more things I'd like to add, and I think about those things when I'm editing it. So across the street from where I slept, so convenient the lifestyle we live, is in Anytime Fitness. So I got to wake up, literally drive like a couple hundred feet and go to the gym. No, I wasn't about to walk it because I'm not crazy. I'm not walking in minus 21. Oh look, a cute little bunny rabbit. Yeah, it was pretty cute. I'm not about to walk in this weather, and that's the downfall about wintertime. You can live in a van in the winter, you can put the heat sources you need in there to keep warm, but what are you going to do outside? I'm not an Eskimo. I don't want to go sit on a floating iceberg. I want to go to a place that I can go outside and still enjoy my stuff, and that's the plus side about living mobile and having the freedom, is you can go and do things as you want. You don't have to stay in the areas. All depending on the jobs you have, right? But, if plan your jobs in warmer places for the winter. All right, anyway, I gotta stop talking. This dirty van dweller needs to go have a shower. All right, you guys, see you tomorrow. This is how cold it is outside. Look at this is all ice. Look at this. It is cold out there. Crazy. Brr. I am definitely no expert when it comes to this van life stuff. I'm just like each and every one of you. Just a guy trying to learn this lifestyle, and I'm sharing my experiences with you, hoping that maybe some of the mishaps that I go through or some of the mistakes that I make will help you guys in building the greatest van life that you guys can without going through all these trials and errors. Let me go through it. Let me stick around in a cold van and learn that minus 21 and my wave 3, they're not friends. So hopefully you guys stay warm this winter time. Smile and be happy and never stop being weird. And please touch some of the buttons that are on the screen right now, like the playlist that's there or the subscribe to the channel button if you haven't, because I'd love to have you be a part of our family. And if you guys want to be a part of our extended family, come on over and see us on Patreon. The community there is just nothing shy of beautiful. Stay weird, everybody. See you tomorrow. Whew. All right, where's the stop button?